Hey everybody, this is episode 0 of the Trading Psychology podcast. And episode 0, if you're not familiar, is where we pretty much just go over introductions and show you what to expect going forward. Very quick, very easy. And just a reminder, everybody, if you're watching this on YouTube, you are currently watching a still frame on a screen. That is going to change. If we have any information we need to put up or really anything at all that makes sense, it will come up on the screen. So if you want to keep watching, please keep watching. And understand that a lot of what we talk about is going to end up being visual too. So let's get right into the introductions. There are 2 of us. I am one of them. So my name is VP, as you probably know, because you're listening to this on my channel or on my podcast channel. And I created No Nonsense Forex back in 2018. I took a heavier focus on trading psychology than most other channels did, pretty much all other channels. And I think it made a really big difference. So I later wrote a book called No Nonsense Forex Trading Psychology. And I continue to make it a big focus of my trading and the curriculum on my own channel. So that's where I come into play. Now, Rob is somebody I've known for a better part of 8 years. I've been with Maverick Trading as a prop trader for 8 years. And Rob is one of the heads of the firm. So we go pretty far back. And he actually has more experience than I do. So Rob, tell the audience a little bit about yourself and how you kind of fit into this whole thing.
Hello, everybody. My name is Robb Reinhold, and I started trading back in 1996. I joined Maverick Trading in 1998, and through the years, I've become a risk manager for Maverick Trading. And if you don't know what that is, I basically watch all of our traders trade, and I send out messages, make calls whenever I see something I don't like, something that's a little bit too risky. That's my job. And I've been now doing risk management for 15 years. I feel like I'm in a very unique situation than most people that, I've gone down the path of trading and learning how to trade, but I've also watched really probably 100, 200, 300 people trade. And I feel like I have a really good idea of what it takes to make it in this business long-term as a professional trader. VP, you're exactly right. It is the trading psychology, and that is the focus and should be the focus for everybody.
Yeah, that's and in the next episode, you will see after this one, we'll actually go over why that is so important. So stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, let's talk about why we're actually doing this. That this kind of just came out of nowhere, and actually Rob pitched it to me, and I love the idea. Before we get too deep into what's happening next episode, let's talk about why we're doing this podcast in the first place. I have personally seen psychology derail a lot of my traders, not in real time like Rob. I think Rob definitely has a huge advantage there, but just with people emailing me and in my YouTube comments section and on places like Discord, really frustrated over things not working. And when we dig a little deeper on why they don't work, it always roots back down to trading psychology. It's never their trading system. It's always them getting in their own way. So I thought this was really important, and I see a lot of my YouTube comments on my trading psychology videos with people saying, hey, I've watched this 10 times. I really need this. So I guess that's great, but I would rather make it to where you don't need this anymore. So the more trading psychology we can bring your way, I think the better. Do you agree with that, Rob? What's your approach to this whole thing?
I couldn't agree with you more. Of every 1,000 books there are about trading, there's one about trading psychology. And it's literally the most important thing. This is the thing that turns people from an amateur to a pro. And yet, all of the focus is put on charting, risk management, all these other things. But to really make it all work together, got to really get this trading psychology down, or else you won't be able to follow your system. And that's what it's really about. Traders, we need to trade systematically. But if you're not even capable of following your system, then what is the point of trading systematically? That's where trading psychology comes in.
That's a great way of putting it, because so many people spend so much time on putting the system together. Then when it comes to actually putting it into action, then it's like all those months and years they spent putting together the perfect system just completely fade away. And then they don't allow themselves enough time to get good at the actual trading part. It's crazy. spent all that time putting it together, and then 1 or 2 months in, they're like, oh, man, this doesn't work. Well, I wonder why. They don't understand the two sides of the equation here. See, I'm really excited to go forward with this. I mean, we have so many episodes planned because there are so many different situations that come up. Like, we're going to hit things from a more broad scale, maybe early on, and then dig into individual situations that probably have happened to everybody who actively trades. So we'll even break those down too. Like I said, we can't wait to bring it to you. Subscribe, hit the bell, give us a review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to this, and we will see you next week.
Bye, everybody.